Alright, here we go with the next One Piece. You know where we are. And you know where we're going. 3, 2, 1. Oh, incompetent. Wonder if she got all these memories. It seems like she got his memories when Bonnie accessed the chamber. It's interesting that we're revisiting this, but this time through his eyes. It's a good way to do a recap, right? In a different way. So, wait a minute. He came back even though they ran into Ivan? That's weird. Maybe this is part of the plan, I'm not sure. I thought Ivan interrupted him before they brought him back. He's loving this shit. They got women with carrying kids and shit. Some bullshit, man. Jesus. Got the bullseyes on their back. Okay, so it is part of the plan. I don't know why coming back would be part of the plan, but apparently it is. Yep, there's Garp. Wait, I wonder, is this when he fights the rock pirates? I think it is. Look at him, he's living his best life. Garp was a looker back then. This is. Yeah, say that part first. Wait a minute. They had pirate building guy back then? Or did he just take over the architecture that was already there? I thought he pirate building guy created the building. I guess not. I guess I misinterpreted that. I thought he like actually created that building by with his power. He just took it over. Okay, that must be what happened. Say that part first. Yep, they love doing that erase from history shit. Jesus, I wouldn't be calling them rabbits, man. Like even if that's their name for them, you don't have to use it. Yeah, you're living in a dream world. They gave you hope, so you keep running. Right. Your only purpose is to die. This is how we surviving this shitty game. This is how we start a revolution. Yep, they got TV. This submission needs to die. Jesus. Nice teeth you got there. Sharkfish man. That's crazy. Jenny. I didn't realize that was her. Huh. Well, we know which one Kuma gets. I wonder how is Kato here? We know he's captured at some point. That's a lot of different professions. You need to focus on one thing. Right. That's why the pirates found out. Gotcha. Gold Roger is going to show up. And somebody else. The Rocks Pirates, yeah. Oh, Kato was one of the Rocks Pirates. That's how he gets the dragon fruit. Okay. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. He's such a gentle soul, man. Yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Well, here come the pirates. Yep, here we go. That doesn't bode well for how long this flashback's going to be. If they actually went through the trouble of creating the special ad breaks, it's not just 2 episodes, which is fine. I want to see what happens with the Rocks Pirates. Trust me, I do. I'm just saying that's what that implies, right? Yeah, yeah. We don't give a shit about the Navy. Here we are. Yeah, you're a subordinate. Yeah. I take what I want. Yep, let me drink first, though. This is a rough riding crew right here. Yeah. They were not a cohesive group, were they? Yeah. Yeah. That is a rough riding crew right there, man. I wouldn't want to fight them. You little bitches. Infamous pirates are coming from all directions. As long as they're infamous, they're scary, right? They're coming, man. Even Roger wants the devil fruits. Yep. No first dibs by the captain in this matter. You're gonna get rocked, man. They're gonna get their shit pushed in. We know the Rock Spiders get defeated, but Garb gets help from Roger, from what I've heard. Don't try to be a hero now, asshole. I don't forget. I haven't forgotten what you did in the future. Yep, she's right though. It's pandemonium, so we can go in here and steal these fruits. Are they all fruits? Or there's other shit in some of these other boxes? There it is. Chomp. Oh shit. Kiss my ass. That's why that one goes to Kato. Kiss my ass. You better chomp that shit down now. And by the way, at some point, can you take that damn arrow out of you? Boy, if you don't eat that shit, we know he does, but I'm just saying. Eat it. Man, Ivan getting his ass kicked. That's right. Down the hatch. It only needs one bite, right? They said they didn't know which one is which, but one of them is the same color that they think the dragon is, right? So that's a good clue. Yeah. What a dick. He was always been old. He's like this voiceover is incredible, man. But anyway, what I was saying was, he's like Morgan Freeman. You know how you never see a young picture of Morgan Freeman? He always looks old. That's this son bitch. Yeah, I agree. F Morgans. Yep, that's a perfect power for somebody. They say the fruits find the people, right? He got a power to save people and help people. Not just save, but also help, which perfectly fits his personality. Kato got a power to dominate and destroy, which perfectly fits his personality. We see it time and time again. The fruits have a way of seeking out the people that need them the most. That's kind of weird, right? And kind of crazy, and I love it. Well, who can? It's so big. Yeah, exactly. Wait, is that the mother of? It must be the mother of Bonnie, right? I just realized the hair color. She grows up to become the mother. Although maybe she's not as young as she looks. He's just so big. But like, if she's young and he's not, it's a little weird that they would get romantic. Oh, she's 4 years older than him. I'm glad they explained that immediately, because the size difference made it weird, right? It's still weird. Like with his parents, I wonder how logistically that works out. But whatever, right? You know. She must not be who I was thinking of. There was one of the revolutionaries that has hair color like that. That's not Bonnie. That I was thinking is who she was. But I think she's actually Bonnie's mother. It's a good way to make money. Ah, shit. You saw those people sneaking up on him. Yeah. The hell you want? So? 9. That's crazy. I thought he was like 14. So? Like, what the hell's your problem, man? She whipped their asses. Don't even think about it ever again. Don't make me send you to hell, by the way. Hey, you healed him. See, he's such a gentle soul, man. Like, I wouldn't be doing that shit for people that's making fun of me. F him. F them, right? He's such a gentle soul. See, I love people like that because I'm not like that, right? You know? People with gentle souls need to be protected at all costs. That's just how I see it, right? It's so goddamn tragic that this is the kind of personality he had. Like, it's actually got me super emotional. It's like I'm trying to hold in my shit right now. So she's 13 and he's 9. Meanwhile, she looks about 4 and he looks like he's 14. We all got tragedy. You need to hold it down, man. That particular shot, that dude is like 50 times bigger than his wife. How in the hell, man? I'm not trying to be disgusting. There's just no goddamn that didn't happen, man. Like that was not his mother. There's no way in hell. Thank you for getting me crying, you asshole. Well, what a fun time, good feeling show this is. Feel good moment of the year. Yeah. But yeah, it's good to show like they're because they're going to show them. I'm so happy. Well, I mean, I assume they're going to show them happy together in the future, right? And then you could legitimately ask the question, how can it be happy when they've had so much trauma? Well, this shows you they're experiencing trauma, they're not ignoring the trauma, but they can overcome the trauma. So that's, I think, is the purpose of this. Yeah, I wanted to go back. Obviously, they didn't show us what happened on the island with the Rocks Pirates and all that shit, so they just kind of brushed over. I kind of want to see that transition because I was talking over it. It was kind of an emotional moment in the show because he's breaking down, and so I started talking, and then they just immediately segue into, oh, by the way, man, it's really cool how you saved all these people, and let's completely skip by Gold Roger, Garp, and the Rocks Pirates fighting and what actually happened there. So I guess we're going to return to that at some future point. Because he's here in front of Saturn, right? And all of a sudden he's off the island. Exactly. He don't like that shit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I missed all that. It's kind of interesting. There's just a few hints here, right? This is a pretty elegant way to get through this, by the way, because he doesn't want to tell the story right now. But you set it up, right? This is pretty elegant. I like how he did this. He's like, wait, Rocks. And then he's like, you're in my way, Roger. So I guess that's when they start fighting. It's like, wait, Rocks, you're in my way, Roger. So both fruits have been taken. One of them had been consumed already. We don't know when Kato consumed the other one, or how it got to him from, obviously Big Mom couldn't, I guess she was Big Maiden back then, not Big Mom. Big Maiden, I know that Little End, but, Big Maiden couldn't eat it herself because she already had a fruit power. That's why I said it was useless to her. But she got it, somehow gives it to him. They were probably lovers back then, right? They were at least booze, right? So she gave it to him, he ate it at some point. So what would they actually be fighting over at this point? Maybe that last fruit, or maybe some other treasure that was here? They had a bunch of boxes, but there's only 2 fruits. So what was in the other boxes, right? That raises that question. So wait, Rocks, you're in my way, Roger. And that must start the fight. Then this incident would fade into the dark shadows of history. We'll return to this in 2030 when we have flashbacks of who's still around. Stussy. She's still alive, or did she die? I can't remember. Then there's the Rocks Pirates. You've got Whitebeard's dead. Kato's dead. Big Mom's dead. I know the 2 of those last 2 could come back, but for now we're assuming they're dead. Rocks is dead. Stussy is the mother of Whitebeard's kid, right? So she's still alive. So maybe if we're doing her flashback, would be how we would get back to this. Because Garp's dead, Gold Roger's dead. You kind of got to have somebody be alive, which makes it relevant to the current story, to then come back to this. Because, for instance, Kuma may or may not be alive right now, but these memories were accessed by Bonnie, and Bonnie is about to die, so it's kind of like it's all flashing through her head. It's kind of what they're doing here. So you would need somebody who has some connection to one of these people. And I think Stussy's the only one it could be. Because pretty much everybody else involved that have been name-checked is gone. I guess you could do it with Saturn if Saturn was like in the middle of all this. But it's hard to imagine he was in the middle of all this and didn't just end it right then and there, right? Because he seems to be more powerful than anybody else on the island, right? So if he's there and all this fighting's happening right in front of him, just finish it. Just take them all out, right? He would have done that. So I don't think he was actually present for that. So we're probably not going to be his flashback. But those are the only 2 possibilities I can think of how we'll ever get back to this island with this story, if they ever tell it. Which I don't think they would have done this if they weren't going to eventually tell it. They would have disappointed it, right? Kuma could have been anywhere. His backstory could have been anything. It was this specifically for a reason.